Welcome back to Shanzens and Jamaican Vibes. Today, it's all about hydroponics farming in Jamaica. So stay tuned. We're here again with another inspirational story from the tracks to the farm. This is a young Jamaican farmer. He has represented Jamaica in the 400 meters, both in the Olympics and in the World Championships. But now he's one of the young Jamaicans who in his own way is revolutionizing agriculture in Jamaica by integrating technology in agriculture. This is RICARDO Chiambas, owner and operator of Chiambas Hydroponics Farm here in Spurtree, Manchester, Jamaica.
Welcome everybody.
Yes.
As I said, my name is RICARDO Chiambas.
Yeah.
Was an athlete, former athlete, probably still an athlete in my mind sometimes. I run in the Olympics for Jamaica. I've been through a few World Games, just about everything. I was a professional runner for Jamaica.
You run in the Olympics, right?
Yeah, I run in the Olympics, I run in the World Championship, numerous World Championship and other games as well.
In the 400 meters?
Yeah, in the 400 meter and the 4x4, that was my specialty.
Okay, and I know you stepped away from the tracks in 2016 and you started farming.
Yes, I actually started farming from track and field to farming. Very interesting switch.
Yes. I'm sure the world would like to hear your story so you can inspire them, you know?
Yeah, what I'm trying to do is revolutionize farming, revolutionize agriculture in Jamaica and the Caribbean as well.
Right.
The reason why I started farming is because I'm from a farming community in TRELAWNY where I grew up, where I was born. I migrated to the US when I was younger, and then I came back to Jamaica, but I always come back to Jamaica all the time. When I'm back in the community where I was from in TRELAWNY, everybody plant yam, mostly yam.
Yes.
But almost everybody that's farming, they do, from the kid to the man to the woman, everybody is farming is the main income for the people in that community.
Right.
But a lot of times they always complain, saying, well, mostly bad stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yes. And the reason why is because when me observe, the technology they're using was outdated. The method they're using was just outdated.
Right.
So me always encourage them to try new ways, try new methods and try new stuff. But then them kind of just stuck in them ways, like I saw my grandfather do it, I saw my mother do it, I saw them grow up, you know, to do it. So, So they just kind of feel a way about that. And then I went back overseas and I was finishing up university.
Yes.
And I was there and I was thinking, what next? And I was thinking that, why don't I just do it and show other people that it can be done?
Right.
And that's where I start gaining the interest
okay.
of doing farming, real farming. And then I start looking at the problems that Jamaica have, from the climate to water to all of the problems that we have in agriculture. And then I start looking at similar countries that have those problems and what they're doing. And that's how I stumble upon hydroponics farming. And I see that country like Israel and Netherlands and those countries doing really good in agriculture. And when I see like Netherlands doing so well in agriculture and just like a small, is basically having some of the same challenges that we have.
Right.
And things. So I started thinking that we have to modernize Jamaica agriculture using technology.
Right.
So I just dive into the whole agriculture thing and pack my bag up and jump on a plane, come to Jamaica, start look some land, start look some money, start look everything me don't know.
Yes.
Just out of my bag me I live trying to make this happen.
Right.
Yeah, and I'm here now.
Yes. Yeah, man, and this is wonderful. And what you're doing here is inspiring young persons, you know, who would have found farming to be unattractive, or you know, some person don't really want to go in the dirt. You know, so this new wave of technology that you've implemented on your farm, I'm sure that young persons can learn a lot from you.
Oh yeah, man. Quite a few young people come here because it's not just the farming alone that doesn't. I do consulting service, I do project writing, I do tours, I do the whole entire thing. And actually I'm a part of another business that does the distribution as well.
Okay.
It's a full package. The Food Agriculture Corporation that I'm trying to create from the seed all the way to the end user. We're trying to have some kind of angling in the process of that.
Oh, okay.
Because what I noticed in Jamaica is that a lot of us are farmers, but we don't think about the farming aspect as related to agriculture, but we don't think about the agro-processing, the value added and all this kind of stuff as it related to agriculture. We just think about just plant it and there's a lettuce. We don't see the cheddar lettuce in the bag. We don't see the whatever product lettuce could make. We don't see that. You understand? We just see the tomato, but we don't see the tomato paste. We don't see the jam.
Exactly.
You understand?
Right.
Yeah, we see uncle just that, and that's what majority of the farmers them in Jamaica uncle stuck at the farming aspect of agriculture.
Yes,
so
you're lacking in that aspect.
Yes, so we're trying to do agriculture different.
All right.
By using strict technology and going up the value chain. Yes, so it's not just the planting alone.
Okay. So how big is this farm that you're on?
This farm is about 15,000 square feet.
Yes.
And we're planting vertically, and we could harvest a lot of produce in this farm. And one of these small frames on there have a space for 792 plants. And these big frames up here, these long frames, is more than twice the size of those small frames. And I have quite a few of the big frames plus the small frames. So you know, I have a room for a lot of, just like you see me doing a lot of suckers up there, because I have a room for a lot. It doesn't seem like a big farm, but because it's vertical.
Seems big to me.
Well, to me it don't seem big because this is a research and development farm.
Right.
What I'm trying to achieve and where I'm trying to go, to you it might seem big, but to me this is my research and development farm. This is where I do the studying and the trying and the error and the stuff. And when I figure it out, I just hopefully somebody come invest in me and invest in the business, and we're gonna do this on a commercial scale. Yes. I'm actually taking investors right now, so if people out there and want to come and invest in the business, you could contact me 305-2131 or send an email to chambershydrofarm@gmail.com.
Alright. So now we're looking at lettuce. You have lettuce right here, but what else you have on the hydroponics farm?
I have lettuce right here, so you could follow me over here. So I have some strawberries as well.
Oh, you have strawberries?
Yeah man, I have some strawberries. These are strawberries, they're very young right now. We recently transplanted them. You can see 1 and 2 blossoms coming up.
Right.
Yeah, but we don't want no blossom right now though.
Oh, okay.
We want the strawberries to grow healthy and grow up into a big plant. When they grow into a big plant with more leaves and bigger leaves, they observe more photosynthesis and the roots observe more energy or more food.
Right.
And you get a bigger strawberry and more strawberry in the longer run. It's similar to having like a little 12-year-old or 13-year-old get pregnant and having a real grown person get pregnant. The baby gonna be different.
Right.
Yeah, they're gonna be a different healthy baby.
Yes.
The kid, yes.
Yes.
Both of them could get pregnant.
Right.
Yeah, so it's a similar thing with the strawberry.
Okay.
That's the way I describe it.
Yeah, man. But the strawberry, how long after planting does it take to
bear fruit?
Right.
Yeah, not too long. You know, I just recently transplanted these maybe 2 weeks ago.
Right.
This will be a fruit in no time.
Mm-hmm.
This will be a fruit. You actually have fruits on it right now. I just transplanted these probably like 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Oh.
You see? They're actually fruits, but we don't want no fruits yet.
Oh.
We give them a couple more weeks, maybe another 2 or so weeks.
Okay. So that's what you do when it starts to... Hold on, let me get
there go more strawberries right here. Yeah, there goes more strawberries, yeah? But we don't want no more strawberries right now. Yeah.
So you have to actually manually go through and do
pick
this.
them off, yes, because
you don't want them to
bear fruit right now.
Before the time, right?
Yes, man. We want them to become a bigger, healthier plant.
Yes.
Because these little tiny leaves, that's it. Once you start putting on the fruits, it's not gonna be enough observe enough sunlight and observe enough energy and stuff to actually grow this fruit big and pretty.
Okay. Oh. Hydroponics farming in Jamaica.
Yeah,
definitely learning a lot here.
Yeah, man. Hydroponics, this is the future of farming, you know. This is the future of farming. And with hydroponics, you have way a lot of advantage. Our first advantage is this is permanent. So it's a one-time cost. The cost is expensive, but it's a one-time cost. After this time, you just basically plant and harvest. Another advantage is we're recycling the water.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're recycling the water, and so we use less water. We use 90% less water than traditional farming. And we're recycling our fertilizer as well in the water. So we're using way less fertilizer. Our labor cost is very low because it's not much labor that's required. Because we're not weeding, we're not plowing, we're not digging, we're not mowing, we're not doing all them stuff like that.
You'd
Traditional farmer doing. So basically, that's saving all of the money there.
Right.
Because half of the ground, and even half of the ground, we have less pests because and less disease.
Right.
Because a lot of the disease and pests is actually inside of the soil. So we basically avoid the soil-borne diseases and pests that live in the soil already.
Yes.
Yes. So you have plenty more advantage. The space we're growing vertically right now. So we're growing a lot into a small space. They could not fit so many plants in this like a small space.
No.
Outdoors.
No, you couldn't.
And we actually could go higher. You see, we could go. I just build this as tall as you could stand and go.
Yes.
But we could actually, if the surface was much level, we could actually go taller and we have a ladder to climb and pick up the pick what you're doing.
Yes.
If the surface was more
so how cost efficient is it in terms of running? You have to run a
pump.
A pump, right? You have to run a pump.
I run a pump. Let me show you. If you walk with me, I'll show you how the system works.
Oh, okay.
We have a timer in here so that control the pumps that go for that feed those section in there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But here, so we have a pump inside of here.
Right.
And it automatically pump the water to that drum. See that drum up there, sir?
Oh, okay,
And
that blue drum. Black drum.
Back, yeah, and it come back down in all of the pipes. And the gravity fed and come back down to all of those pipes.
Yes.
And it come right here. And it recycle back. So they come and they recycle back down there. So the water that's going through those pipes and feeding those lettuce, that's the same water that's actually coming back into the tank. And the water fertilizer inside of it. So every time we get the water, get the fertilizer. Okay. So that's what makes the lettuce them grow so fast and big and pretty. Just like a baby, getting feed every single day, all day, and do no work. So the baby just stay fast, grow fast and big and pretty.
And this is a you don't. How often you have to change the water?
I don't change the water.
You don't change it?
I just let the plant drink off the water and then I tap it up back.
Oh, wow. So it's very cost efficient, man.
Yeah, man. It's very, very cost. This is the future, man. I mean, alone work on this farming.
Yes. Wow.
And if I never have another location, me alone could have worked here. So.
Alright, and soon we're going to go to the next location. So we can see the other vegetables that you have planted.
Yes, and we're doing construction and rebuilding the farm in the process of growing same time.
Oh, you're rebuilding this section of the farm?
Yeah, we're rebuilding the whole entire farm.
Okay.
The original design that was here is not this design. We actually just pull it down and rebuilding. You can see we're not to be finished. Put up the rest of the frame them yet. We still have put up frames as we go.
Right.
So we're rebuilding and we planting at the same time. We're doing everything at the same time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. If you come up here, sir, walk to this side.
Yes.
Show you how the water, how the lettuce them get fed. And this is a long walk, it's a long row.
Yeah.
But this is what I'm focusing on.
Right.
Strawberries.
Yes.
Grape, American apple, peach, lychee. I'm focusing on the exotic stuff. The stuff them that we import.
Right.
So what me do, me just find the stuff them we import and grow them. The knowledge to grow them is limited in Jamaica, so we do a lot of research and figure out how to grow it.
Yes.
Once we know how to grow it, we start growing a lot of it. So I want to commercialize the strawberry and the grape in Jamaica. Those two crops is my first target crop.
So we can import less?
Yes.
Right, and we can even export it too?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, remember, I know but you have to feed for yourself first.
Yes.
Take control. Yes.
Right.
And export the surplus.
Yes.
We have a big enough mouth at Jamaica right now where we can't even grow. We import this about everything.
Yes, it's true.
It's about everything. One time we say we have imported carrots.
Yes.
I mean, I say, but carrots is so easy to plant and we have to import carrots.
Yeah.
agriculture in Jamaica need upgraded,
Yes,
modernized.
it needs to be modernized.
Yeah,
So it's great that it's great what you're doing here, and you know the fact that you are able to help others, persons who might want to learn it. You say you're willing to help them if they reach out.
yeah, man. We do if somebody want to come and volunteer and assist and in transfer for knowledge,
Right.
we does that as well. Other school send people here and working experience, we does that as well. And we do the consulting service. So the people them who say for instance, I have a lot of customers who leaving the corporate job to get into farming and,
Yes.
and this is the kind of farming they want to do.
Hydroponics.
So they come and check me.
Right.
And what I do is I write a project, put a project together for them. So the project could cover every single thing that they need to know to build their own hydroponics farm. So
Okay.
basically the type of material, the amount of material, the type of equipment, the amount of equipment,
Yes.
where you could source the seeds, where you could source the material, where you could source the supplies, the nutrition formula, basically every single thing that I'm doing, because I'm doing research.
Wow.
I store that data and I put it into a package and I give it to somebody else who want to do this stuff. So I really and truly not hiding the information.
Yeah, man, that's
I'm not
that's
hiding the information,
amazing.
basically,
Yeah.
because
Share the knowledge.
if I want to revolutionize agriculture,
Yes.
and I really want the agriculture sector to be better,
You can't keep
I
it to
can't keep it to
yourself.
myself. Because I always tell the farmers them that I talk to is that there is no competition in Jamaica, because me, you, and everybody else at Jamaica farm still
Right.
can't feed the country. That's how we import.
Yes.
So we should not ever be trying to compete. We should be working together.
Right. To
Our-
feed the
Our
nation.
competition is the farms them in California, Florida, and Mexico, and those places.
Who we're importing
Yes,
from.
that's
right.
our competition.
Right.
Yes, and you with your 50 acre and your 100 acre can't compete against them. They might use technology and big machines. So
Right.
we have to use that, and Jamaica have majority small farmers, you know, so we'd have to group up and come together to actually manage that. And so
To
that-
make the change. Right.
So I actually started a WhatsApp group called United Youth Farmers.
Oh,
And
okay.
just basically a bunch of young farmers jumping on it and we share information. So one man might have pesticides to one man and people might buy and trade with each other.
Oh,
You understand? So
right.
people buy equipment from each other. Yeah, people sell equipment to each other. People help each other sustain the market. All kind of
Nice,
stuff. So
nice.
it's basically a bunch of small farmers or young farmers, I should say.
Yeah. Helping each
Yeah,
other.
helping each other to grow.
Right.
Yeah, so
Right.
I'm a big fan of people working together.
Yes.
I just recently started a youth club in
Oh.
the community where right here. We started
Nice.
a youth club, SWABY's Youth Club, and we're just trying to uplift the people and let people work together.
Yeah.
And stuff like that for the youth now.
Because my channel is about inspiring young people, you know, to whatever, you know, whatever way you can inspire them to make a change or be the change in Jamaica, to better themselves, and then in turn bettering our country, you know. So that's what I'm doing here, and this is very inspirational. And you know, young persons, I know young persons out there looking into agriculture, they're looking at the side of their eyes, you know. Some of them want to go in there, but because they don't want to go down in the dirt, you know, they don't know they don't have the knowledge and the technical expertise to teach them about other ways and means of doing agriculture, different from the traditional ways. I applaud you for what you're doing. You know, it's very inspirational.
Yeah, man. Alright. What I would tell anybody, youngster, oldster, Jamaican, Trinidadian, anybody
Yeah.
that want to get into agriculture. Well, I could speak for agriculture in Jamaica because that's what I'm most familiarized with.
Yeah.
It's very, very lucrative.
Yes.
Trust me. Agriculture is one of the only industry can withstand any shock in the world.
Yes.
Because you have to eat.
Yes.
No matter what go on, you just have to eat. You just point blank you have to eat. And if you look at Jamaica food import bill, if you can even get a 2% of that, you know how lucrative that business would be.
It's true.
And if you look at Jamaica agriculture sector, the type of farming we're doing and the way we're doing the farming is very outdated.
It's outdated.
The sector itself is outdated. It's need a new modernization, new rebuild and things. So that's a huge opportunity but anybody looking for any entrepreneur looking for a venture. As far as agriculture is viewed,
Right.
it's different. As you could see, I sleep as me working, I look at me working.
Yes.
I'm still a chacha boy, I'm still can go party, I'm still do everything life, every day same life, same way.
Yes.
Still, you know, get dirty.
Right.
Really and truly, you know, get dirty. You still can live a good life,
Yes.
and you're still making a lot of money.
Right. Exactly.
If you look at the tourism, the hotels, they are the one who can see most of the foods in Jamaica. And I don't know when last I go down on the coast, they might build hotel like I said, you don't know. So that's more.
News.
Yeah, that's more to feed. And plus with that, we can't even feed the people them out there.
Exactly.
So that's an open market.
Yes, it's an
so
open
that's a
market.
demand there, the supply is not there. So if you can solve that one problem, then you have a lot of people that come here from lawyers to people living a corporate job, even people overseas.
Right.
Reach out to me and I write the program for them while they're overseas,
Right.
because the intention is that as soon as they land, they want to get into farming and get into the modernized farming, not
Right.
the old dirty with the hoe and the machete and the
Right.
fork and them stuff there. They want to do the whole modernized farming.
Yes.
And so I put packages together for people to really, you don't have to have no kind of farming education to get started, and not just for people who want to do it on a commercial scale, but people who want to do it in their backyard. Cause
Yes.
people who just want to grow food for eating,
Right.
and I
Right.
put a project together for them as well. And I do the tours. The tours is very important because
Yeah.
people come. When they come on the tour, and the tour is very affordable. So when you come on the tour, you get the experience of seeing it yourself, and you get the experience of whatever we're doing. You get
Planting
involved.
or
If
reaping.
I plant, we plant the day, you get to plant. If I harvest, we harvest. You get to harvest. Anything we do, you get to do it a
Yes.
part of the tour.
Right.
You get to harvest your own vegetables, pick your own strawberries,
Yeah.
and just pay for whatever you
You harvest.
take. Yes.
Right.
And it's very cheap because we're selling it at the farm price or below the farm price.
Yes.
Yes, and the tour is very cheap. It's $1,000 per person.
Okay, yeah,
Yes.
man,
Yeah,
affordable.
I make it affordable because really and truly it's the education that more try spreading on.
Yes.
But me just want to get compensated for it. Understand?
Yes, it's true, man.
Yeah, I mean like it's business.
And it's your time, it's your
money.
business.
It costs millions of dollars to do the research. So,
Right, yes.
You want money to keep going.
Yes,
Understand?
yeah,
So
man.
I make it affordable really and truly for people to get access to the knowledge.
Right.
Because you can't just go around any other farm in Jamaica like that and get the knowledge so easily.
No,
from them,
no.
especially these kind of farm.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Some of them like to do the tours.
It's true, it's
Yeah.
true.
And it's important to know because
We can't be selfish if we want to help our nation or help others.
yeah,
You know?
yeah, but also I'm taking a risk as well too, you know. Because you could bring a bug from somewhere else
It's true.
and have a break as well too. So I'm taking a risk.
Right.
But I guess that's the risk for helping Jamaica I'm taking, you understand?
Yeah, man. Blessings to
I
you.
guess that's the risk for helping Jamaica. The water is coming from the drum and it feed through these
The black drum up
yes,
there.
Yes. There's a flow switch in the drum.
Mhm.
Whenever the drum get low, it
Yes.
activates the pump automatically and the pump fill it up.
Yeah.
And whenever it get full, it shut off the pump.
Oh.
So that process is automation.
Okay.
Yes. It comes down and feed through these pipes
Yes.
and there is water and fertilizer inside of the water.
Oh,
So it runs in the pipes and it goes on the flow down back into the tank. If you lift up the plant, we sent the plant these a week ago.
Yes.
This week. And this
Right.
is this plant. It's just the root basically touching the water.
Okay.
And once the root is touching, it's a little bit of water that's running in there.
Oh.
Once the root is touching the water, then it's alive.
Okay.
Yeah, it's grow.
So all is happening here, the root touching the water
Yeah,
and the plant just growing.
Grow, yes. Because all of the nutrients that require for the plant to grow
Yes.
is inside of the water already.
Okay.
Yeah. And plant only need three things to grow, you know. Sunlight, nutrients and water.
Yes.
It's getting the sunlight, the nutrition is in the water,
Yeah.
and the water is getting. So
Yeah.
really and truly we don't need no dirt and insult to grow.
Okay.
A long time there's something to talk about, oh you have to have good dirt.
Yes.
Yeah, you understand?
Right.
It's just that maybe back in the days I never understand this new technology.
Right.
But this technology is quite old, you know. long time they might use my technology.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but Jamaica is just getting into it.
Yeah, you know Jamaica. Alright, I travel the world and I run for Jamaica. Now I travel the world. Now Jamaica is one of the most important countries in the world. Now.
I know.
People love Jamaica across the world.
I know.
Like people in some countries think that Jamaica is a big prosperous country. The impact that we have globally
And the world,
yes. I was surprised to see the impact that we have globally and the world. And when I'm in Jamaica, you just disheartening to see that we're not capitalizing on those stuff from.
Yep.
In a sport, we are the fastest man in the world.
Yes.
Jamaica, we're the fastest man in the world. We won, what do you call it, Miss Universe or Miss World.
We won Miss World a couple times.
Yeah.
We won Miss Universe. We've been first runner-up, second runner-up in Miss Universe.
We dominate.
Yes.
Music, we dominate music.
Yes.
We are one of the pioneers of that's big in our culture.
Yes.
We are one of the pioneers of globalized music, reggae music.
Yep.
Reggae music accepted all over the world.
Yep.
It's coming from here. Enough big country don't have their own music. You understand?
We have one of the richest roots and culture anywhere in the world. That's why tourists come here so much.
That's what I'm telling them. People don't come for the beach, you know. We travel the world now, everywhere you go, you see pretty nice, clean water beach.
Of course.
The culture, our culture and our food. That's what people come for the most.
Culture and food.
And our culture is so amazing.
Yes.
That's why I love Jamaica so much. Because I actually am living in the US. Yes, and I actually leave the US to come back and do this.
Yeah.
Yes. Because you have plenty of freedom in Jamaica. Yeah. People not harass you for every little thing.
Yeah. You can walk on the street freely.
Me like your freedom.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
Understand? And I love that in Jamaica, like the culture. I love the culture. I love our culture where you could string up the music at the beach and have a party.
Right.
And nobody now it's not a big deal.
No, nobody trouble you.
You can play your music, you can burn my weed and nobody now have no big deal.
Right.
You understand me, love?
Right, because that's your culture.
Yeah, you have that level of freedom and the culture is just so relaxed.
Yes.
Yeah, we have our problems, you know, with violence and poverty and all those kind of
yes.
stuff. Yeah, but that not
Jamaica is the best place in the world.
Yeah man, Jamaica, there is nowhere like Jamaica. I've been to many different countries.
Yes.
Many different countries I've been to. I full of passport pages. And there is no other country that I say come
close to
being as rich as Jamaica. It's not monetary rich, but as rich as Jamaica.
Culturally, like, historically.
Everything. Like
yes.
The impact we have globally, like as long as they allow Jamaica to participate,
yes.
dominate it.
Right. Right.
Like one time I we going to like the winter sports them that require that's like we don't even have snow. we go
bobsleighing.
We don't have snow and like
yes,
as long as
true.
Jamaica at the gate,
yes.
we dominate it.
Yes.
We dominate. That's us. Like it's crazy.
Yeah man, it's true.
It's like we can't stop talking about it every time we meet somebody and that we want to talk about.
That's
like,
what I love to talk about.
Yes.
Too.
Like the impact we have and then it's very
the positive side of Jamaica is not shown as much as the negative side. And the positive way outdo the negative. That's the thing, because there's so many positives in Jamaica that persons are not really seeing because the negative kind of dominate. Yeah,
but one interesting factor that that me think of is that we don't invest heavily in those talent,
right?
Like our creative industry in Jamaica, like
I know you were enjoying the video, but this video was so good that we couldn't compile everything in one. So stay tuned for part 2 of this video where we'll be doing a yard tour and you'll get to see all the other exotic plants he has on the farm. But that's it for now from here in Manchester, Jamaica. Until next time, walk good and make good duppy walk with you.